eXp Realty. I interview local small business owners to show the community what they have to offer. Today, I'm here at Emporium23 with Laurel Jenkins. Laurel, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
You're
Happy to be
open.
here. Finally open. It took a year and 2 buildings, but I'm here.
Yeah, and it's incredible. All the things that you have, they're so unique and just amazing.
Thank you so much. 10 to 6, Tuesday to Saturdays, come and see me. Tons of different stuff. If you haven't seen the business before, I have a little bit of everything from home decor, furniture, clothes, shoes, accessories. I have a greeting dog, free pets. I have plants. I have slippers, pottery, art. My gosh, what don't I have? I have everything in here. I have everything for everybody. And I'd say about 80% of what we have is locally made, locally created. So it's important to the brand and everyone that participates that you care about your craft and that we're pouring back into the community in whatever way that we can. If you saw the first interview, we're in a new location. Come by the store and I'll tell you about that experience in person. But everything 100% happens for a reason. And we're just so glad to be open, and we're glad to have another interview with Biddy.
Thank you.
She's doing so much for the community and getting the small businesses out there and supporting just her fellow community in every way. I think that's awesome. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back in your new location. Oh, just to see how displayed everything is and all your amazing vendors that you have now. And all the community that you help and you outreach to. It's incredible.
I think I'll probably be planning, so y'all have to look out for that. I'll be planning a vendor meet and greet type of night where we can get everybody in one place and the community can meet each of the artists and get to know what they do, why, where they're from. And I just think that'd be a really cool way to connect with everybody sort of after hours, and we'll do some food and beverages and just get to know everybody that's in here and hopefully meet some new faces. And I'm adding vendors every day, so if you know anybody that does anything cool, send them my way.
Yeah. Are you doing any more workshops?
Yes. I don't have any listed right away, but I know that we have some coming up with a really sweet lady named Fern. It's basically like table runners that are made of a cloth, and what we'll do is we'll dye them with leaves and plants and things like that. So I have one over there I'll show you before we leave. But that's one thing. We'll still do a crystal jewelry workshop. 2 sisters that own a brand called Sister Shenanigans. They make some awesome stuff. So we're gonna plan one of those. I still wanna do a hat bar workshop. I've got all this stuff for that, but I need a teacher for that. I thought I was gonna be the one to teach that, but I don't think I'm qualified.
All right, so if you're looking to teach a hat bar, reach out.
Yeah, reach out to me if you want to teach a workshop. I've got all the materials, so that'll be fun. Just kind of design your own. I've got the wood burning tool and the torch and all the fabrics and everything like that, but I think somebody else could maybe do a better job.
Yeah, that's so exciting though, to be able to have a class.
Yeah, also with the workshops, I found it's sort of hard to coordinate, everybody's schedule. I like to do like a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday evening, because I know that works for a lot of people who do 9 to 5, Monday through Friday jobs, or, have other things. But I've been encouraging people, if they have birthday parties or Christmas parties or like work event, team building type parties, all you need to do is reach out to me and tell me how many people are going to be in your group. Tell me the date, you select the date, and then you tell me what you want the theme is, and then I'll handle lining up the teacher. We have the space here for that, so I'll line up the teacher of whatever type of class they want to teach. And then I'll also provide like a charcuterie board and drinks and things. So yeah, all I need is that information, and we can kind of build workshops to other people's needs. So I've kind of pulled back on the scheduling of the workshops just for that reason. But if anybody has, like I said, birthday parties or any sort of team building ideas, you know, we can do so many different types of things, from sea glass succulents, like those were the two we already did. Fantastic. Everybody loved that. Barbara did great. I mean, we can do like miniature granny squares. We can, you know, obviously we won't have time to build a whole blanket, but we could do like a small a baby Afghan type blanket class. We could do like the hat workshop. I mean, there's all types of different things that we could do. Just people would need to reach out and line it up.
Right, and it's perfect because you have the best location and just the space to do it.
There's a ton of room. Yeah, I have a large area behind these doors and things, just specifically for the workshops. That's not even my back room. So I have it set up cute with like a rug and some tables and tablecloths and like little lights and things. And funny story about these doors, shout out to Patrick Sturchy. He's remodeling the Highlights building over there, and he did a lot of these apartments around here. And he donated these gorgeous doors from the old Highlights building, and they have like the original glass in there, and we just turned it into some room dividers because it's cool. We'll have to include a picture of that because that was really fun. And I painted this mural. So I've now added mural artists to my resume. If you guys want me to paint any murals, let me know. Just kidding, I really don't. I'm not interested. I'm busy. I'm really busy.
How many vendors do you have now?
I've got over 35. I've got over 35 now. Not everybody's dedicated to a booth. Depending on how much they have will depend on where I merchandise them. And some people are spread out all around the store. It was important to me to maintain the boutique feel and not make it feel like an antique mall.
Yeah, it doesn't. That
because I didn't want it. I love antique malls.
Yeah.
Now I'm there every week, but I didn't want it to have that consignment thrifting sort of feel because it is a boutique and it's an art gallery as well. So initially, I called it Boutique Market and Lounge because I was going to transition into beer and wine sales. I might still do that in the future, but for now I'm going to focus more on the gallery piece, just because I feel like it's more advantageous for the community that we focus on pouring back in with art and homemade products. And additionally, I've gotten to know the other business owners around here, and there's a lot of beer and wine already. I don't think we need any more.
Because I mean, this is a social district, so you can come down to New Inn, have a drink. And
Pour Choices, they're fantastic. You have B52s right next door. I mean, you've got Geppetto's, always has beer and wine. You have Three Little Birds right down there, excellent. They have wine slushies too, incredible. And then of course Novel, they've always got something going on the weekends, great live music. So I just feel like we just need more retail and more just like hangout type stuff that's just totally unique. So I really encourage everybody to come out and support your local downtowns. There's just a lot of Walmarts and Targets and TJ Maxx's and things of the world, and it's important to pour back in locally to just, you know, the residents and really just the small creators. There's so many talented vendors in this store that may not have the opportunity to show their products to people in the community. If you guys have ever done any events or pop-ups or anything like that, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of setup, setting up the tents and the tables and transporting the product and being there all day, and often there's a fee to set up, and you're not even guaranteed to sell anything no matter how unique, you know, you are. And of course, like with handcrafted things, there is going to be a little bit more of a price because these people have had to spend their own money on the machines that create it, like kilns. Like those are super expensive that you fire the pottery in. Like there's a lot of different pieces that go into it. So when you can find 10 of that same thing at TJ Maxx for $8.99, like you might be paying $30 for that, you know, whatever it is here, but you know that that person spent their time, energy, and money and put every bit of $100 into that. So it's just a really cool thing when you know you can come to these downtown stores and buy something that's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Totally one of a kind. And I think the coolest piece about it is when you can come into a location and you immediately think of somebody else. You're like, oh my gosh, that person would love that. That is a beautiful thing about shopping for other people, like, and finding gifts that speak to you about somebody else. There's something a lot more personal about, so like hand selecting a gift, holding it in your hand, and the convenience of taking it home that day, knowing that it's good quality and knowing that it's one of a kind. Like, you can't compare that to Amazon.
No, you can't.
You can't.
And plus, the money that's spent here goes back into the community.
It goes
It's
back
helping
into their
neighbor.
pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're putting somebody's kid through like AAU baseball. Like, you're buying somebody's kid a jersey. Like, you're paying somebody's car payment. Like, you're buying somebody's groceries.
Yeah, helping
like,
them take their dogs to the vet. Doing like normal
little
everything things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is their livelihood. I mean, this is what's in your community. This is a thriving part of the community.
Exactly. And the more I work with these vendors too, it's really inspiring for me to see them light up at a sale. Like, there's a lot of people, and obviously as creators, like most people know, that's never going to be often your full-time job. Like, it's often a hobby. And so when it comes into the store and they make a sale, they're really like, oh my gosh, like somebody really liked that. Like, I made that. And there's just like this really sweet sense of pride that they have in their work, as they deserve to. But it's just really cool to see a lot of these vendors have the ability to step back from their full-time jobs because they're making more than they thought.
Right.
So like, for all the people who are out there and there's something that you love to do that's creative, whatever it is, like, you need to focus on what you love and pour into that and know that the money will follow. Like, it's really not about how much money you're bringing in. It's about how much you love your craft and knowing that it's out there for somebody. Somebody is going to connect with that piece that you've just created. That's one of a kind. And I really enjoy, as funny as it is, I really enjoy like writing my vendors checks because I'm like, look what you did this month. Go you!
Well, you were the
so
greatest
excited.
example. I mean, from your determination, your persistence, you have a whole location. I mean, location change with so many vendors, over 35 vendors. I mean, they have a place to put the things that they created because of your persistence and determination to not stop.
Oh yeah, I was it got a little hairy there for a while, but we got it figured out. Like, big props to all the vendors. I mean, everybody stuck alongside me and never lost faith for a moment. And, you know, in all the time that I struggled to get open and wasn't, you know, open to the public, everybody stuck right by and just continued to add product and motivate, encourage me and pray for me. And I mean, I truly could not have done it or been where I'm at without all these vendors because, you know, my store, it's not that just anybody can open a boutique because that's not what I'm saying, but anybody can wholesale order, you know, clothes and shoes, but not everybody would be willing to, you know, host like a variety of things like this or totally take a chance on just random things knowing that they're gonna sell. So it's just a beautiful thing to bring all these people together and see it all come to life. And some of these vendors could have just said, I don't think she's gonna get open and pull it out, but every single one stuck with me and added to it and told their friends and shared all the posts and supported the pop-ups. And even in the time I was closed, we were still making sales. I mean, even being closed, you know, we pushed through and we did sidewalk sales and we did, you know, pop-ups under the mural and we did night markets and we did any type of event that we could to stay afloat. And we did. I mean, the resilience, I owe it all really to the good Lord. But a big, huge shout out and thank you to the vendors who took a chance and decided that they wanted to put their product in may or may not open
Yeah.
location.
It's so nice to have that support.
It is.
Support them back and come
Yes.
in to Emporium23 and
Yes.
check out their products, see them, feel them in your hands. Just see how unique they are to be able to take them home and add them.
Love it.
Yeah.
So on Saturdays, I've told all my vendors, and I have a private vendor group. But if anybody that is a creator that's out there is interested in doing a pop-up shop like on Saturdays, I'm open at the store 10 to 6. So if there's anybody, even if you're not a vendor in my store, but any local creators that just have some product and they want to get it out there and get to know the community, I have a covered patio outside, and you're welcome to come anytime during my open hours on Saturdays and set up out there and sell your product and get to know people. It's a good collaboration thing because you hanging out there brings people in, and anybody that was already coming gets to see you on the outside. I don't charge anybody for this, so you're not losing any money. It's free. I just ask that you let me know that you're coming. So I'm not like, hey, can I help you? So if anybody's interested in that, you can message the Emporium page on Facebook. The phone number that I have listed on the website and the Facebook is an iPhone, so you can text it as well. If it's after 7 p.m., I'm probably asleep, so I won't respond until the next day. But the phone number is 828-999-7518, and you can text that number or you can message the Facebook page if you have any interest in popping up. What else?
Oh, the 10th.
The 10th, yeah. The Christmas crawl. Downtown Newton is doing a Christmas crawl the 10th and the 11th. That's a Friday and a Saturday in November. All of the Newton local businesses will be doing different events. Like Three Little Birds is doing a pajama party. I'm sure everybody around has different things, and they have different Facebook pages. Friday and Saturday, I am having a ukulele artist playing Christmas songs. Somebody's going to be face painting Christmas for children. I'll have a build your own flower bouquet.
I love that.
It's a local flower farm that is going to come and set up. And then letters to Santa. I have a little mailbox, so if you have letters to Santa, you can bring them. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, free candy canes. Free candy canes all weekend. Free candy canes.
So come see you to the pop-up event.
Yes. You guys are going to love it. Christmas crawls, everything in downtown Newton. Oh, another shout out to Miss Mary Yunt. She is the Downtown Newton Development Association director, and she is doing big things with Newton. Everybody in downtown Newton and the Development Association is fantastic and so great to work with. But especially Mary Yunt, she's going above and beyond to set up events and really pour back into downtown Newton small business owners and really get us on the map. So thank you, Mary Yunt, for everything you do, and downtown Newton for everything they're doing, and just you guys continue to support local and show up when you can. And showing up doesn't always mean spending money. Sometimes it's just popping in to say hello, and we're proud of you in all of the businesses. So just continue to pour into your community and support local the best that you can.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Can't think of anything else.
Yeah, because honestly, Newton is so supportive. All the small businesses around here are so supportive of each other, and the community is just so welcoming and open arms.
Newton is not competing. Newton is collaborating.
Yeah.
And that's, if there's anything I can say for advice to other local cities, is really work hard to collaborate and not compete, because there is plenty to go around.
Yeah.
There is plenty to go around. Everybody should realize that it's more about bringing people to the city than it is about, well, I need to have the best this or that. No, we need variety. Everybody has a totally different experience. Everybody has a totally different niche.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have more than one type of retail or more than two types of restaurants, or whatever it is. Like, we need more variety so we can bring people here consistently, and then everybody wins.
Right, because when you work together, it helps helps out so much more
It does.
than being independent on your own. You need each other.
Yeah,
and
you need community, and
Yep.
it feels good. It really
It does.
does. It feels good to have that, like, collaboration and just kindness. I mean, everybody, there should be a lot more kindness in the world, and we have to lead by example.
Very
We
true.
have to.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
today.
of course.
Thank you for having this interview with
Yes,
me. And
yes.
I just appreciate everything that
Yep.
you're doing for the community, for the vendors. I know they all appreciate you
Thank you.
too.
I'm excited.
You're doing
Yeah, until the next interview. Maybe it'll be a third location, even bigger, or
a workshop.
I don't know.
Let
Yeah,
me pop into a workshop and just
Yeah.
see.
Hey, that's
how
a
it's
great
going.
idea. We
Yeah.
should document a workshop.
Yeah,